Hey everyone, Alex Mad Scientist here with your Thursday market recap for February 20th, 2026. We've got a genuinely fascinating day unfolding. The Supreme Court just dealt a major blow to Trump's tariff ambitions, and the market is responding in textbook fashion. Let's dig in. The headline story is massive. According to The Guardian, stock markets are rallying, and the US dollar is dipping after the Supreme Court ruled against Trump's sweeping tariffs. This is a legitimately bullish development for equities. TipRanks reports that the S&P 500 and NASDAQ are both rallying as Trump announces a 10% global tariff hike in response to the SCOTUS ruling. Now here's the interesting twist. The market's reading this as a net positive despite the tariff announcement, which tells you how much the original tariff threat was weighing on sentiment. Invest captures it perfectly. Software stocks are edging up as SCOTUS kills Trump tariffs, though the rally is being described as hollow by some analysts. That's exactly the kind of nuance worth watching. Investors Business Daily confirms that AI play SPX is leading 17 top performers onto best stock screens like IBD 50, and the Globe and Mail is highlighting the year's best dividend-paying stocks. This is textbook rally on tariff relief behavior. Now let's talk about the individual winners riding this wave. Cracker Barrel is showing strongly positive sentiment as investors cheer the SCOTUS ruling. Trade-sensitive consumer discretionary stocks love regulatory clarity. Waterbridge Infrastructure is eyeing fresh entry points following a powerful recent rally, offering both energy and AI exposure, according to Investors Business Daily. That's the kind of dual catalyst story that catches institutional money. OSI Systems earned an RS rating upgrade from 78 to 83 on Friday. That's improving relative strength in a rising market, which is exactly what you want to see. Grand Tierra Energy just entered Azerbaijan with a SOCAR agreement to explore and develop oil and natural gas in the Guba-Kazaryani region, according to Offshore Technology. That's real contracted growth in energy exploration. And PRDO Education finished 2025 on a strong note with revenue, operating income, and total student enrollment all coming in ahead of internal expectations. Management's execution is tracking solid across their online and hybrid platforms. On the flip side, we've got some genuine weakness brewing beneath the surface. CGON is showing strongly negative sentiment, despite soaring 102% in a year, because one investor just disclosed a $58.5 million sale, according to the Motley Fool. That's founder liquidation vibes, and the market's reading that correctly as a red flag for clinical stage biotech. Ascendra Health faces headwinds from payer loss and inflationary pressures, while trying to prioritize debt reduction and technology investments. That's a company fighting on multiple fronts. NCR Voyix is under pressure with negative recent returns spanning multiple timeframes. MNOV just concluded full patient enrollment in the Combat ALS Phase 2b/3 trial of MN166, which is clinical progress, but the market's reading it with cautious sentiment. And CompuGen is moderately negative, though the headline references XOMA royalty moving 9% higher on earnings estimate revisions. It's a reminder that royalty plays are volatile. MSN is reporting that India's Sensex dropped 800 points today, so we're seeing residual spillover from yesterday's Asia sell-off. Morningstar notes stocks gained 1.03% as communication services rise and consumer defensives fall. That's sector rotation, not capitulation. Now let's talk precious metals. This is where today gets really interesting. Silver is absolutely flying up over 9% according to Forbes, with gold also rising amid the tariff ruling and Iran tensions. That's a genuinely bullish precious metals environment. Business Insider reports gold's rally has sidelined one of its biggest buyers, but they're eyeing a comeback. Business Today confirms silver prices are soaring again, and Money Control reports gold climbing 0.31% to 1.55 lakh rupees, with silver gaining 0.67% on MCX. Indexbox notes the UK's sanitary aluminum ware market is showing modest growth. Here's what's really driving precious metals right now: Iran tensions. According to the Wall Street Journal, oil is pushing above $70 as investors fear a US strike on Iran. That geopolitical premium is bleeding into gold, silver, platinum, and palladium. Wall Street Journal also reports gold is above 5,000, but holiday-thinned trade is limiting gains. That's actually telling you there's real bid-side demand underneath. On the crude front, Economies.com reports Brent crude oil is surging high, and Asianet Newsable warns that global tensions are pushing oil prices higher amid supply fears. Mint is asking whether US-Iran war buzz is a signal to invest in black gold. FX Empire highlights short covering and LNG strength lifting natural gas futures, and Energy Intelligence reports natural gas weekly spot prices looking solid. Here's the reality. Crude is essentially flat on the week despite the Iran headlines because supply concerns and tariff uncertainty are offsetting geopolitical risk. Brent is moderately negative despite the tension talk. Natural gas is moderately positive on LNG strength and short covering. RBOB gasoline is moderately negative as refining margins compress. But heating oil is moderately positive with supportive demand. In the outlier category, we've got some fascinating finance tech stories. AuthID just announced it's been selected to support retail kiosk deployments in the US for age-restricted product verification. That's real regulatory compliance revenue. PCB Bancorp and First Financial Corporation are both benefiting from the tariff clarity rally and showing record earnings strength. Diginex and Vistance Networks are riding the AI momentum wave with strong technical moves. This is the rotation away from tariff-exposed names and into fintech and AI for trade opportunities. And remember, these are observations, not financial advice. Expand Energy is showing strongly positive sentiment as the CEO steps down amid corporate relocation. That sometimes signals operational clarity ahead. GXO Logistics is benefiting from XPO's administrative restructuring, and Stanley Black & Decker is rallying on the tariff ruling as a trade-sensitive play. These are names you want to research as the tariff uncertainty clears. On the short side, PAMT is posting its third straight operating loss with a truckload operating ratio of 112.5%. That's a company in structural distress. BlackRock TCP Capital is sliding 14% as private credit faces pressure, and Digimarc saw its price target cut to $20 from $30, despite fair value estimates holding steady. That's analyst frustration with execution pacing. The bottom line on today? The SCOTUS tariff ruling is genuinely bullish for equities. Precious metals are flying on Iran risk, and the market is rotating into quality growth and fintech names. Watch the Iran situation closely. If actual military action occurs, all bets are off. But for now, tariff clarity is winning. Subscribe to MarketGlobe3D and check out the globe at MarketGlobe3D.com. It's a 3D visual stock scanner built to help you spot exactly these kinds of rotations in real time. I'll see you tomorrow.